Good morning, everyone. Today we are on day 19 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And our sketch artist today is Hannah Panter. And she has I think this is where her sketch starts. So she's got a pattern paper, and then she has another paper that maybe has stitching around it or a little pattern here. And then she maybe has some rubber stamping here, 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 and here. Otherwise, that's her embellishments, and she's just kind of given general directions of where she would put them. She does have journaling down here. She doesn't specify where to put the title. And then she has the one photo that's matted. And so today is also the day we are going through the rainbow, and we're doing the in-betweens. Last year they did the rainbow colors, and now we're doing the in-betweens and other papers that we have in our like color category or categories. And this one is ledger, which is going to be perfect for my sketch today, or for my layout today. Oh, and by the way, I am actually going to be doing this flipped. So this piece over here, this she's got like 1, 2, 3, like 3 layers, and mine is going to be shifted to the left because of my photo. And so my photo will be over there too. So it'll be kind of like this, a lot like that, except for, you know, my journaling will be down at the bottom. Okay, so this is Alex. She's the girl twin, and she's an ice skater, and they, when I was on vacation, they had a ice skating, it's like a performance, and she did 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5 was her tune, and there was 3 other girls with her. So here she is dressed up in her 9 to 5 outfit. And so I'm gonna be scrapbooking it, not like she's an ice skater, but like she's the 9 to 5er. So what I did was I printed out the words to work, well, the chorus to Working 9 to 5. It says, what a way to make a living, barely getting by, it's all taken and no given. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. And I might have sang it if it wasn't for this voice. But my voice isn't much better, so. But so anyhow, I took that, and my first layer, I wrote it all around the outside, and I actually got that on here twice, and then I wrote top here so I'd remember which way I had the paper. And then since they were working in an office in the movie 9 to 5, and some of you might be too young to have seen it, but I seen it in the theaters. So and I kind of remember it. And I mean, the one line I actually remember is Dolly Parton saying, I'm about ready to turn that guy from a rooster to a chicken with one shot. Okay, so that was my favorite part, I guess, because that's the part I remember. That in the song. So I am using this typewriter paper, and this was in a paper pad, and this here, I think this is, oh yes, this is a Maggie Holmes, and I did not bring out the thing. I'm just a little behind it because of having this cold and this kid, this my grandson, so it's like I keep forgetting stuff. So I will have that down in the bottom if anybody wants to know where it's from, but I remember it's Maggie Holmes, and you can see this definitely looks like Maggie Holmes. And I'm using it this way, so it's sideways. And so I'm gonna start with that. So it's got that chorus going around here twice. And I wrote it first in with an Eversharp, and then I took just a second here. I can't think and line this up. Okay. I'm just lining it up with the lines. That's the beauty of having the lines. So I'm using this Paper Studio, and it's a fine line pen, and it's like the ones that are called, oh my gosh, I can't remember, because I have one of those too, and they don't smudge or anything. And I have one of the other ones. Janet told us about it, and I'll write down what they are. But to me, it's like, I like this better. I think because they have 3 different sizes, the 0.1 millimeter, the 0.3 millimeter, and the 0.5 millimeter. And when I'm writing, I gotta tell you, I was never somebody who liked to write with a really skinny pen, but when I'm writing for this, that's what I like. And I think I did pretty good getting all the way around with not too many issues, but I kind of wrote the way I write, so, except for I did make one of the J's into a Y by accident. So that's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, and if I know some of the ladies showed their ledger paper, but I just redid my, I just went through all my papers. So if you do want to see my ledger paper, I will post that down below. And so anyway, I'm using this one. It is from Heidi Swapp, and I think I actually brought that out, but no, it's not here. I thought I brought it out here, but again, I think it's from like Suncatcher, and you can see it kind of looks like that. So that's what I'm using. I did have to cut off, I didn't want to have to cut this off, but at least that part's still on there, so I'm happy about that. So I cut this, you know, in her sketch she has it cut similar to this, and so it's like it worked out that you could see a whole row of the typewriters, you know, around 3 sides. So I thought that worked out really well. And I just measured it so it would work out that way. And it looked very similar to the sketch. Now I'm going to just leave a little smidgen here just for me to line up, and put it like that. So, and then I have one of the clocks from Mintay, and it's their chippies, and they had one set of chippies that was all clocks, and I'm using the one that has like the regular clock, because I figured that would show the whole, you know, 9 to 5 real well. And so I'm gonna put a little glue on that. Now I did not paint it or anything because I kind of liked how this color looks with all my other colors that I'm using. And so sometimes I color them, but today I did not. And I am going to put it kind of sideways. And I'm gonna try not to cover up my words there. And then I've got foam on the back of this because I'm gonna overlap the clock. I just think this is just too fun. It's fun to get to do little things like this. And I'm really sad that I missed it, but I think her mom said they were getting professional pictures. This is just one her mom took. And there should be a video, but I have not seen that yet. Well, I've seen a little bit of the video, but it's like I'm seeing it over the phone. It's just not that, you know, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so I'm gonna tuck it. See how the way I've turned it a little, you'll be able to see the 9 and the 5. and I'm gonna line it up right there so that it's still straight, because in the sketch it's straight. And I'm having so fun trying to stay as close to the sketch as possible. Oh, and I have this little thing that says, it's like a banner that says hustle, and I want that underneath here, so hopefully I didn't glue it down too much, because I want to tuck it in. I guess I could just cut it if I had to. I want to put hustle because in the movie it was like they had to hustle to get everything done. And I'm gonna call it working 9 to 5. So I will be putting that, I think, right about there. So it'll kind of tuck into that little tab. And let's see, or maybe I'm gonna, I'm kind of deciding whether I want it down here or right here, but maybe I'll start working on the rest of it before I decide. Because I was gonna put it all the way up on there, but maybe I'll kind of leave it in between. And so I've got the ground espresso from the Tim Holtz Distress Inks, and I'm gonna put some coffee circles on it. And where's my little scrap here? I got my scrap that I had here from the other day, so I'm just gonna use that. And this is a circle, and it's from Jillibean soup, and it's called Spoonful of Soul. And I don't know if it's actually supposed to be a regular coffee circle, but that's what I'm going to use it for. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to stick one up in here so it kind of goes under the title. And then I'm going to stick a couple down here because I got other embellishments going down here. And I thought that would be cute to have them kind of overlapping. And maybe I'll kind of maybe put a couple down here too. Or maybe here. So I'm doing 5. You know, it has to be 3, 5, or 7. My friend, she would always say, well, how many do you think I should do? And I'd always go, 3, 5, or 7. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so I've got that so far. And then I have a typewriter that I'm gonna put here. And I had other typewriters and phones and stuff that I'm gonna use. But, and they were smaller, and I thought about using those, but I kind of liked how everything was big, like the clock. So everything is like a little bigger than what you'd expect it to be. So where's my dimensionals? Because I think I would like to have dimensionals underneath this piece. And I'm totally not seeing them. Oh, maybe I'll put them over here. Okay, yep, that was me. Okay, so I'm gonna put these up on dimensionals, or this piece. Oh no, little Ashton's been grouchy all day. I don't know whether this has just been way too long from the family or what, but I'm thinking that's probably it. Too long. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here, and then, so I can't put that down until I put these other pieces down. So I've got a telephone. Now back during this, when this movie was made, they would have had a telephone, well, a big telephone. Probably would have been one with all the buttons. Okay, so I'm gonna have that here. And then I have a coffee cup, and this coffee cup, when I was in the swaps that Ginger puts on, I did the first few swaps, and then I just got too busy that I couldn't. Actually, I probably did it for a year. Then I just got so busy I just couldn't handle it. but swaps are so fun. But this is actually one of the ones that I made, and I just like the colors with it, and that's why I went with this one. And let's see, I kind of want it close to, oh no, I kind of want it maybe over here a little bit. So about here, I think. So that's a coffee cup. He's, the last 2 days, Ashton's been throwing tantrums, and I'm thinking it's just way too long for Mom. Okay, and I don't tolerate them. My kids, they did it one time and then never again because I just ignored them. It's like, oh, that got no response. So, okay, so I've got that going there. And then I have some file folders. And if you seen any of my what's in the boxes, they are from that. I thought, oh my gosh, I get to use some of my fun things. Okay, so I'm gonna put Monday, Tuesday down here, and this one I already have paper in, and one of them I had to fold. They're all tabbed on the same side. Oh, and I used, and all these I got it Tuesday morning, because otherwise I would have just never bought stuff like this, but it's just like so fun. And so this one is day to day, and it's got like planner things, and it's also jelly bean soup. So I cut some of this paper down and just some regular cardstock, and so I'm putting some of these in here. And I think I'll use one of these for this, and then I'm just taping them shut, since she really doesn't have to get to them. But, oh, and I'm actually gonna cover up my little coffee. Well, let's see if I can leave part of it out. I don't want to cover up her ice skates because I want it to, so I guess maybe I could slide it down just a little bit, because we have, you know, typewriters all the way around. Oh, did I not tape there? Oh, I didn't put any tape on this one. I tell ya. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick that about there. Okay, and then let's see, I've got this one here, and so I'm gonna put one in here, and I'll put one of the ones that match the ledger, and I'm gonna kind of have it more falling out than the other ones were. And I may want to, I have a little, like, in here there's one that's like dot, dot, dot. So I think I'm gonna take, I don't know what number this is. Oh, it must be a 0. Okay. So here's one that's dot, dot, dot. So I think I'm just gonna put that, some of that on my paper here. So that if it's sticking out, it kind of looks like there's something on it. And I'm just doing, you know, first, second, third, and then just kind of randomly throwing them on there. Okay. And because I want these ones to kind of be kind of sticking out a little bit more. And I just made them the size that they would, you know, fit into the folder. So it's like, I think I might have to cut off a little bit to have them coming out and still be in the folder, because I'm gonna have them tilted. Like that. So again, I'll do that. And probably not even on the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, so you can still kind of see my Wednesday. I guess I'll slide it up just a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm gonna tape that closed because it will have to fit in a little into the scrapbook page. Oh, I found this giant pencil, and this is a Susan Branch, and I thought that would be fun to put that on here, but now have I saved enough room for it? Again, I chose the biggest one. So maybe we're just right across one of these. Okay, so I think I'll do that. I think I'd like that. I kind of found that at the last minute, so if it's just going right there, that would be good. Okay. Now my glue has just been sitting here without the lid on, but hopefully, yep, it's still running. Okay, that's good. Since my everything's kind of oversized for the page. Well, actually, it's oversized for her, but I think they all work well together. I just thought they were so fun. Okay, and then I have this today. So it's like this is Wednesday, and she still got out Monday and Tuesday's folder because they got her so busy. So that's kind of how I'm working it here. So I'm putting today on here. And then I'm gonna stick that down. And I think I'm just gonna kind of run it over the picture a little bit. Okay, and where do I want to put that? I'm going to pause and put this down because it takes me a while. Okay, I've got the title on. And I decided to kind of move that up a little bit because otherwise I was going to be covering up so much of that. So I kind of moved it up a little. This thing still seems like it's not quite in the right place. The G's are always weird to me because it's like they never look as big as the rest of the letters. And I always want that little wiggly bottom to be at the top. Or I always want it to be below the line. So I guess that's going to be it. Okay. Oh, and this looked like a typewriter font. That's why I used that. And then I almost forgot to put on the glasses. And she wears glasses, and I thought they looked definitely office-y type. I thought they were so cute. And these, the Hustle, they were from it was a paper pad I purchased that had, it was like the ultimate card pad, I think it was called. And it had like all 3x4 cards in it, maybe some bigger ones. And like each page was a different theme, and then there was one that was like all these cute cut-aparts. And okay, and I'm just overlapping the typewriter with it. And I can see that it's not gonna reach that, but it's too skinny for me to put things on. Okay, and then I had these little pink enamel dots, pink words that I thought they'd be cute because some of them were like to-do list. I thought I could just kind of put those around the page. Maybe I could almost put it here. Oh, maybe I'll put one on the file folder. Oh, I almost made it through the video without coughing. Always together. Good job. Even though they would have to tell herself because that boss didn't do it. Let's see, where do I want the Good job. So I'm trying to get them into a visual triangle. Okay. Maybe here. Just kind of trying to fit it up in between the lines correctly. And, oh, remember this. Okay, where do I want to put that? Be by the phone. Okay. So we got that. And then I didn't have any blue that I brought in, and she's got that blue tie on. So I thought I would pull in the blue enamel dots. And so I'm going to put 3 up here. Three over here. I'm just trying to pull in all our colors. And then 3 down over here. Kind of to bring the eye all the way around the layout. And so it's like I brought in a color that I didn't have anyplace else, so that's kind of a fun little addition. Okay, so that's it for Through the Rainbow Ledger and our Day 19. I will have close-ups at the end, and remember, in the drop-down menu shows everybody else that's playing, and if you go to the YouTube link, it will take you to a list that you can just like click on the list and watch everybody's, just right in a row randomly. And otherwise, you could just pick out different ones and look through them. I'm sure they will all be fun. I just had a blast playing with this sketch, and it's by Hannah. I'm excited to see what she does, and all the ladies that are doing the Rainbow Challenge, they will be linked below too. So there'll be the 30 Days of Sketches people. Oh, and the one is the Facebook group, and that's where you just look in the comments and you see everybody's layouts. So sketches at the end, and I will see you tomorrow, and it will be day 20, and we'll be 2/3 of the way through. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.